Hey, Brianne.
Hi, Greg.
That's my name. You want to watch an honest trailer for Thor Ragnarok?
I would love to watch an honest trailer for Thor Ragnarok.
Thor.
This reminds me, I would have really appreciated the other week, 2 weeks ago when I was on Movie Fights, I would have really appreciated if I had remembered Jeff Goldblum being the villain, so that way I could have said when he asked me, like, who's going to be the villain in this Lady Avengers movie, I could have said Jeff Goldblum.
Messed up.
My mind
Maybe
went blank
you
at that
should
moment.
learn to deal with the pressure of a live studio crew and a live thousands of audience members while trying to remember all the information and then being asked to improvise something from Hal Rudnick. You should learn to deal with the pressure.
I need to practice more, but I don't have opportunities to practice more. People don't give them to me.
Well, you gotta make your own.
That's why I have my own show on my channel, youtube.com/Miss
Movies. That's how
Wednesdays
you do
and
it,
Thursdays
people.
at 10:30.
Anyway, Thor Ragnarok. I wanted to mention this one more time because Brianne's going to be there. A lot of people will be there. John Humphrey and I are going to be doing a live movie trivia schmodown match. Mm-hmm. We're going up against the Wildberries. You guys know them. And there's like a match afterwards that's like a big deal.
Is it a big deal?
But we're the ones. Another. Wow, that's loud. Get ready, Brianne.
From Marvel Studios. The new logo's still going? Alright, I'll wait. From... Still going? Alright, here it comes. From... Jeez, how long is this thing? Just cut it off. Nobody has time for that. Great, now we're running behind. It's Thor Ragnarok. After the Dark World, Marvel is back with a radical new formula for the Thor films. Not making them suck. In an installment that trims all the dead weight off the franchise. From his love interest.
Sorry to hear that Jane dumped you.
To his homeland. To his friends you couldn't name with a gun to your head. To his right eye, to his dad, his hair. Dang, even his hammer? They just trimmed all the weight off, huh? It's like the whole franchise got on Hemsworth's steamed chicken diet. Meet Thor, God of Thunder, who, despite being able to shoot lightning from his hands, spends most of the film getting electrocuted.
Didn't realize.
Good observation.
When Thor's father, Luke, Skywalkers himself into the afterlife, his sister Hela, goddess of pointy things, will return to his role in an epic family feud that will make you wonder, are we sure Thor wasn't the adopted one? Put him next to Hela, Loki, and young Anthony Hopkins and tell me he's not the odd god out. Thrill as indie comedy director Taika Waititi takes the reins of a giant superhero movie, because when you're part of a $14 billion global franchise, why TF not? Now it's out with the old and in with the jokes.
Behold, my stuff.
Where boring exposition scenes get tagged by jokes.
I will tower over the mountains and bury my sword deep in Asgard.
Hang on. Give it a second.
Badass moments get tagged by jokes.
You wanted to know who I am?
Oh, that's a funny ass moment.
Emotional beats get tagged by jokes.
Piss off, Goose!
Yeah, they overdo it sometimes, but this is a movie where an orgy spaceship shoots fireworks over the Rainbow Bridge where Hulk fights a zombie wolf. If your mad it tries to make you laugh too, you're doing it wrong. Follow Thor's exile on Sakaar, a collection of the galaxy's most colorful gladiators, garbage, and Goldblums.
He's gonna get it first.
And thrill as it turns into the closest thing we'll get to a Planet Hulk movie, where Bruce Banner awakens to find he spent the last 2 years of his life as an enslaved killing machine.
I've been a Hulk for 2 years? What the hell happened?
And take all of 9 minutes to get over it.
You want revenge?
I'm undecided.
Together, they'll team up with new additions to the Thorniverse, like the depressive alcoholic Valkyrie.
Thanks.
A Taika Waititi made of rocks.
Taika Waititi made of rocks.
With knives for arms. And they still have more personality than the Warriors 3. Dodge that bullet, Lady Sif, but don't worry, you still got it coming. Enjoy the first Marvel film where everything actually looks like a classic Marvel comic book that reminds us all Thor's a cosmic Viking created by nerds on acid in the 60s. It should look crazy, with the best bridge sequence since Deadpool, the best two-man laser fight since Starship Troopers, and the best vehicle chase sequence where the hero jumps out to take the bad guys down by hand,
Star Trek,
since all the other ones.
No.
Come on! Guys! ship!
Oh, I love that movie.
Hey, we found Marvel's new Skybeam. Yay. So get pumped for what's easily the best Thor movie, also the best Hulk movie, probably the best Doctor Strange movie, the second best Guardians movie, and shoot, probably the best He-Man movie we're ever going to get to, that hopefully taught Marvel an important lesson. Don't fire the weirdo. Embrace him. Embrace that weirdo. Starring Happy Thor.gif. I am Lord. Ya. Actual Jeff Goldblum. For the Horde. Ben Tim. Someone get this woman an untitled standalone movie. Timed all the time they were able to get Idris Elba before. She's so thorny. George R.R. Martin. Sure, contractually locked into a cameo. The current state of the DCEU. Could it be Satan? And Thor, the 4D experience. Coming summer 2020 to Disney's California Adventure. Flash Gordon.
Flash Thornton, huh? That's clever.
Look at
That's
these
clever.
lies.
Note to self, before commissioning a propaganda mural depicting my peaceful rise to power, don't commission another mural depicting the horrible, horrible truth. And the Oscar for Best Picture goes to The Fish Banging Movie. So that's it, huh? We're just some kind of Justice League? My stripper name is Sugar Dust. Wakanda forever.
Nice. You know, the fighting on top of cars or moving ship.
Yeah, that is a trope that continues to come around.
I have not ever put that together, actually.
true.
I thought it was just an action movie thing that happens. They were showing like all the different times Marvel has done it themselves. And I was like, oh wow, they're right. This is a thing that does go on.
Yes.
Is it like an action movie thing? I feel like this is something that
I
happens
don't
in
know.
action
The only
movies.
time I thought of one was like The Matrix 2.
Yeah, when they're fighting on the
So-
freeway. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. There's the Matrix Reloaded. Even in Star Trek Into Darkness, when Benedict Cumberbatch and Spock, Zachary Quinto,
Ty Bryant
Yeah.
from Home Improvement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when they're fighting each other. So that's what I was thinking of when it was happening. And
I did like the electrocution. He's being electrocuted all the time.
But he's made of thunder. Yeah.
I feel like you'd absorb it.
Great point about what they said with, are they sure Thor's not the adopted one? And when they do that side by side with Loki, Hela, and young Anthony Hopkins, he does look like the odd man out the whole time.
He does.
That would be a great twist reveal.
But where'd he come from then?
Star-Lord. I don't know. I really like that Honest Trailers also pointed out too about embracing the weirdo. That was a really big upset to me what happened with Edgar Wright leaving Ant-Man. That was something I was really looking forward to. I thought it would add a really unique flair. And there's still some of Edgar Wright's touches minorly sprinkled in throughout the film. What Taika Waititi did with this movie, that gives me hope
Yes.
that they can keep doing the weird
Yes,
stuff.
that they
keep
can get a
mixing it
Nicholas
up.
Winding Refn.
Yeah, that's what I want to
movie,
see.
'cause I definitely
Just
want
a
that,
slow movie, neon lit,
I want
randomly
that
violent.
neon. For me personally, I want a musical superhero movie. That needs to be coming.
Who will be the group?
We're
We're the Guardians of the Galaxy. Whoa.
All I know is that Black Widow is a trained ballerina, so I feel like she should be dancing somewhere in there.
That's the main one you want. Maybe you should take your lady Marvel character fire thing you pitched on Movie Fights and turn it into a musical.
I could turn it into a musical, but I feel like let's give them a chance for people to want to see it.
On the DC shows for like Flash and
They do a musical episode.
Yeah, they've done
They
the
do.
musical episode and it kind of worked. So, it could kind of work here too. I guess the other main complaint I would kind of agree with is they could have dialed down the jokes just a tad bit in Thor Ragnarok. Because it is kind of a joke every like 10 seconds. There are moments in the trailer specifically too that were teased that look like this will be like the epic part. All that stuff with Searcher was really dumbed down for joke purposes. In the very beginning and even at the end when Hulk is going after him and they're like, no, Hulk, don't do that. That could have been one element to just have it be a little bit more serious. Because I feel like when you have some serious moments that really land, then the humor parts hit even better.
I agree with that.
Comedy,
I agree with
you know?
that.
Listen to
There's part of
comedy.
it.
Learn it. YTT. But no, this is one of Marvel's best movies. Yeah, this is a hilarious one. And it does look like a Marvel comic, which is really cool. All right, well, guys, you can subscribe to The Real Reject. Subscribe to Screen Junkies while you're at it, too. Brianne Chandler on Miss Movies. Make sure to check her out. It'll be well worth it. Trust me. Trust me. When am I going to go back on? Who's your guest tomorrow?
Sure. We don't have a guest tomorrow. You're welcome to come on tomorrow.
Oh, God, I don't have the time.
If you want to drive out there.
I just don't have the time tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're creating musicals that haven't been made.
I really don't have the time.
Okay, well, thanks for inviting yourself on and then not coming on.
That's how I roll. I like to open the door and shut it myself.